Are you drowning in content chaos? Let me show you how to craft a streamlined content strategy that's super easy for you and keeps your audience engaged, leading to making sales. And hey, if we haven't met, I'm Lise. I've been in business for over 14 years and I've helped over 1,000 female entrepreneurs create daily sales without social media. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you my 30-minute content strategy that completely removes overwhelm. Are you ready? Let's dive in. But first, let's talk about where content fits into your business and the reason why we're creating content. So, I am not someone who is always creating content, it's part of that 30-minute strategy. But it's really important to make sure that you know why you're creating content. So we're not creating content just for the sake of creating content. That's just more busy work. Instead, we want to be strategic about the content that we're creating. Now, the way that I approach this is by reverse engineering. And what I mean by that is no content that I create isn't linked to an offer. I start with an offer, so I know what my offers are, I have a look at my offer suite, and then I determine content that will support promoting that offer. So that's how you want to think about your own content creation process is what offers do I have and what content do I need to create around each offer? Because when you create content with that lens, it now starts to align and speak to your ready to buy customer, which is what we always want to be doing. 2% of our audience are ready to buy right now. So when you make sure that your content is speaking to them, then that's how you can start to make a compound effect happen with the content that you're creating. Because over time, more and more of your 2%, your ready to buy customers, see your content and buy. And that's what we're looking to do with our content strategy. Now, this content strategy is part of what I call the grow phase in the daily sales ecosystem. So, when you're sitting down to kind of plan things out, this is about helping you grow your offers, helping you create content that sells your offers, but also helps you identify gaps. And we always want to be growing in this area. Aside from growing our audience, we also want to think about our offers. If you're not sure what your daily cash flow tasks and activities are, then I'd love for you to go and check out the daily cash flow checklist. You'll see that coming up on your screen right now, how you can go and grab that. And that's just going to give you a little bit more insight into what you might want to be doing every single day to not only grow your audience and offers, but nurture and sell. So, are you ready? Here is the 30-minute content strategy that I go through at the beginning of each month. Now, step one is literally to sit down and look at my calendar. Is there anything happening? As in, do I have anything live that I'm doing? So, am I live launching something? Am I doing anything live, like a workshop, a challenge, anything like that? I need to be aware of that, and then that will probably be where my content comes in. Whatever is going on in the month influences the content that I create. So if I've got any live elements happening, then that's my content, right? That's all that I need to worry about. But if I don't, then I'm looking at my office suite and I'm deciding what do I want to intentionally sell for the month ahead. And then I map out when I want to sell them. And then my content is directly correlated to those offers. And then I have to sit down and map out what that content is going to look like. So that becomes step two. And that is, do I need to create any new content or do I just need to refresh content that already exists? Now, just so we're on the same page, when I'm talking about content, I'm talking about long form content like YouTube videos, blog posts, podcast episodes, and I'm also talking about my email content. Those are my two main content platforms. So when I'm sitting down to map this stuff out, I'm going, okay, so if I know I've got these two offers that I'm promoting this month, then I need to create some content that either discusses the pain points that I'm solving in an offer or bust any myths or beliefs that my current ready to buy customers have that might be blocking them from actually taking action. So that's the only content that I'm creating when it comes to my offers, when it comes to the content that goes out into the world. And it becomes really, really simple. So that's why it's a 30-minute content strategy, because literally step one and step two take me 30 minutes. And I do it at the beginning of the month. Now, of course, you could do this on a weekly basis. It's entirely up to you, but it's really simple when you zone in and focus on offers first, right? Reverse engineering by starting with an offer or offers and then deciding, what am I doing to promote that this month? And then your content comes out of that. And this is actually part of the nurture phase inside my daily sales ecosystem. So we're always growing, we're always nurturing. And then the third part of that is selling. Where does that fit into your content strategy? So this is the third step in that 30-minute content strategy, and that is to sit down and make sure that you are selling inside every piece of content. Now, I know as soon as I said that, you probably felt a little bit of resistance because you're probably thinking, I can't sell. Like, I can't sell in everything that I do. Yes, you can. You can always sell. It's how you position the selling that's important. And basically, how you want to do that is to just be a normal human being, right? Think about the person that you're actually trying to get in front of, which is your ready to buy customer, and speak directly to them like a normal human being. The way that you would chat to a friend is exactly the way that you want to present the opportunity for someone to buy from you. So this is what we cover inside Grow, Nurture, Sell Collective when I'm helping people structure their daily sales ecosystem, is to be thinking about those things. Now, inside your emails, it's a little bit different and it's a little bit more personalized. So I use something called the Nurture and Sell framework. And in the Nurture and Sell framework, you're basically sharing a story, sharing a lesson, an action step, and then a very clear call to action. Now, the call to action could be directly in your email body, but I prefer to throw it into the PS, particularly when I'm doing more of the nurture content before an intentional promotion. And the reason why this works so well is that over time, the more that your audience sees you presenting the same offers again and again, the more that they're going to go and see the sales page, and the more that they're going to be like, wow, this is probably the time that I'm now ready. Which brings me to step 4 in this entire content strategy, and that is repurposing. I'm a huge fan of repurposing. So before I write any content, I'm also just going to quickly go and check, do I have existing content? Have I already created a video? Have I already written a blog post? Do I already have email content that speaks to some of the stuff that I actually want to be talking about? And if I do, then I'm going to repurpose it. So for example, if I have an email where I've written a nurture and sell email, then I might turn that into a video, or I might turn it into a blog post. That's what I mean by repurposing. But you can also just simply repurpose, as in copy and paste and share that content again, particularly in an email. People forget, right? Nobody is going back through their emails and rereading stuff that you've sent. So it is absolutely fine to repurpose an email, as in copy and paste from what you've done previously, and share it again, because your audience isn't going to remember. And if they do, all it's going to do is re-cement the things that you actually said. In your long form content, you just always want to make sure that you present the opportunity for people to buy from you to whatever it is that you're wanting them to be going to see. So when you have an intentional promotion, the content that you share before that should still be presenting the opportunity for people to buy that actual offer. But you might want to say, particularly in your emails, hey, don't buy this right now. I've got a special deal coming up, or there's a special bonus coming your way in the next few days. Those are the types of things that you want to say to your audience, right? You don't want to mislead them. And if you know that you actually have an intentional promotion where they're going to get a discount or a bonus, then just let them know. Just like, hey, heads up. You might be interested in this right now, but watch your inbox for the next email that's coming your way, however you want to word that. So in the next video that is coming up on your screen right now, we are going to move beyond our content strategy, and we're going to talk about the 5 to-dos that are secretly wasting your time. And I can't wait to cover these, because I know that you probably don't even think that these are time wasters. I'll see you in that video.